Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Drake. The name Drake is the transferred use of a surname of Anglo-Saxon origin which developed from a nickname. In Old English the word Draca meant dragon, snake, which became Drake in Middle English. In Old Norse, the word Draci meant the same thing. All of these words were ultimately derived from the Latin Draco, meaning snake or monster. It was used as a nickname in pre-7th century England, presumably for a person formidable and fearsome in battle. As with many English surnames developed in England following the 11th century Norman conquest, Drake originated from a nickname rather than a place name or occupational name. Sir Francis Drake, 1540–1596, is perhaps the most famous name-bearer. He is most notable for being the second person and the first Englishman to circumnavigate the globe. Ferdinand Magellan was the first, for which he received knighthood directly from Queen Elizabeth I herself. Drake was also known for helping to defeat the Spanish Armada in 1588. The usage of Drake as a male given name is mostly distinct to the United States and a relatively recent coinage. Personality of the boy named Drake. The 3 energy is powerful and enthusiastic. These personalities are cheerful, full of self-expression, and often quite emotional. They have an artistic flair and gift of gab that makes them natural entertainers. Their joyfulness bubbles over, and their infectious exuberance draws a crowd. The 3 personality is like a child, forever young and full of delight. They are charming, witty, and generally happy people. The 3 personality lives in the now and has a spontaneous nature. 3 seem to live with a bright and seemingly unbreakable aura that attracts others to them. In turn, they are deeply loyal and loving to their friends and family. Luck also has a tendency to favor number 3s. Popularity of the boy named Drake. The name Drake first appeared on the U.S. naming charts for boys in 1961. During the 1960s and 70s the name was so rarely used that it jumped on and off the charts for about 25 years. The name finally stuck and grew on the charts in the mid-1980s, right around the time that using last names as first names became a popular trend in America. By the 21st century, the name appeared to have reached a plateau with very moderate usage. In 2010, however, Drake managed to squeeze onto the top 200 list of most commonly used boy names. It's difficult to say where the name might go from here, we'll have to wait and see. As a one-syllable name, Drake is easy to say and simple to spell. It's strong and straightforward. We like the connection to the English explorer, lending the name added currency even if Sir Francis Drake was legendary for his rather, draconian exploits. Mighty like a dragon who spits fire, perhaps this is a good choice for a feisty little fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Drake is a strong, confident and smart choice. Particularly for parents who like the last name first style of naming. Quick facts on Drake. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 1. Ranking popularity, 285. Pronunciation, Drake. Simple meaning, dragon, snake. Characteristics of Drake. Social, dramatic, popular, happy, communicative, optimistic, creative. Cultural references to the baby name, Drake. Famous people named Drake. Drake Hodgson, soap opera actor, Drake Bearhowski, hockey player, Drake Bell, actor. Historic figures with the name Drake. Sir Francis Drake was hands down the most renowned seaman of the Elizabethan age. Born in England, Draca's father abandoned the family and young Francis was brought up among relatives in Plymouth who combined vocations as merchants and pirates. He enlisted in the family fleet by the time he was 18 and participated in the seizing and plundering of ships off the French coast. By his late 20s, Drake was in command of his own ship involved in slave trading in the Spanish colonies of the Caribbean. Not the most honorable of starts in the world, his lowly beginnings would forever make him disrespected by his other Euro contemporaries. A couple of bad experiences with the Spanish during Draca-Euro's voyages to the West Indies made him vow for revenge and retribution. The Spanish would become his archenemies forever. This brought him to the attention of the Queen, who would finance his next voyage and give him implicit permission to plunder away. Drake set sail for America, set on Panama, where he successfully attacked a silver-bearing mule train, which made him both famous and rich. On this trip, he also viewed the Pacific Ocean from Panama and became intent upon sailing an English ship on those seas. In 1577, he was chosen to lead a circumnavigation expedition financed by the Queen Elizabeth herself, which he also used as a successful pirating adventure that made his future fortune permanent. He would return 3 years later in 1580 on his ship, the Golden Hind, née Pelican, and Queen Elizabeth came aboard to knight him. He was also made mayor of Plymouth. As hostilities broke out again with Spain, Elizabeth would call on him to impeach the provisions of Spain. With a fleet of 30 ships, Drake stormed the Spanish harbor of Ceuta with tilde Diz and destroyed critical vessels and supplies meant for the Armada. This action would weaken the Armada in their later battles with the English, thus helping the English to defeat them. In summary, Drake was a fearless if ethically questionable man. Etymology no surprise that the Spaniards referred to him as Franciscus Draco, or Francis the Dragon.